Smile. G'day everyone. In our last video we had a brief look around Carnarvon Gorge, but we didn't show the main event, the Carnarvon Gorge Trail. This picturesque hike travels up the gorge with a number of side trails to other exceptional landmarks. For Nadine and I, this was our last training hike before the Thorsburn Trail, and we wanted to test our gear. The very first river crossing is very nice, big rocks, nice and steady, lots of people cross over it. Is a good sign of if you're not going to make it over that river crossing, then you probably shouldn't continue along the walk. At the start of the trail, our nemesis appeared and we had a number of steps. We found that a lot of trails have a lot of steps in Australia. It's part of our undulating hills, I guess. We're looking at this river crossing that looks like it's dry all the time. So we haven't classed that as a river crossing. The path is very well marked, very easy to walk along and well maintained.
Not a very big one, and I don't think there's any water flowing.
No. I wonder if there'll be any really big bridges, like big rope ones or anything. Across the gorge.
Don't know. Should have done our research and looked at the map. Getting deeper and deeper into rainforest territory.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful up on that hill. All of the river crossings have a number on them, so you can tell which crossing number you're up to, which as you go out gives you some sort of idea of how far you've travelled, but on the way back it lets you count them down. So what are we coming up to, Nadine?
A river crossing, I believe, or a creek crossing.
And this river crossing is fairly standard for what we find for the rest of the hike. But we didn't know that at the time. No issues.
Except I got stuck on that stick.
River crossing 3. It's quite nice that the trail doesn't just go up along the gorge. It is crossing over the river quite frequently, but not constantly, with fairly nice trails. But you can see in heavy rain, that water rises. A lot of these crossings would not be easy to get past. Our first side quest is into the Amphitheatre. So we're going into the Amphitheatre where my dad was very excited to tell us about climbing up a ledge about 3 metres high, and that fed into the Artesian Basin. No, it is the Artesian Basin, the rock we see there.
Rock crossing.
The recommendation is to not do the side trails on the end, go to the last one you want to get to and then come back and do them all on the way back. But we really wanted to do the Amphitheatre, so we made sure we got that in on the way through. Well, we were told there was a climb up in. My parents had told me a bit about this and were quite impressed with it. They talked about a 3-metre rise where you climb up into the Amphitheatre. That rise is part of the water basin that the gorge sits on. But when we got to the Amphitheatre, that 3-metre rise wasn't quite 3 metres. It was more like 9 metres. Quite big. And Nadine, being a little hesitant around heights, had some interesting reactions. Oh, this is pretty cool.
There may be a swear word in the film. When I saw the stair ladder thing.
Nadine did the stairs fairly easy. a good accomplishment to make it to the top. Well done, Nadine. And once you get up to the top of the stairs, it's just amazing walking into this big crack in the mountain and not knowing what's ahead. It's nice and cool. There's a little bit of water on the ground, moss on the walls. I quite like the little brick wall that they had made out of stones, very nice.
Oh wow, it's amazing.
And as you climb up over that edge, you walk into the big opening and it just opens up around you. And these massive, big, solid walls. Wow, yes. It opens up in front of you, doesn't it? We've heard stories of people playing music in here on instruments, or a choir in here as well. And it must sound fantastic. The day we were here, there was just one couple there at the start and they left, and then we had the place to ourselves. We were curious how many people had tried climbing these walls. The cracks we thought would be quite interesting, but there was no sign of it while we were there. It quite reminded me of an Indiana Jones movie. Just had that feeling to it. Knowing we had a long walk ahead of us, we had a few snacks and a drink, enjoyed the amphitheatre, but headed on the way out, thinking we could always come back later if we needed to. And you can see in this picture the beautiful sunlight coming in through the crack as we left the amphitheatre. It's quite good leaving from that enclosed space, going through this crack with a bright light, and just standing at the top here and seeing the beautiful forest out in front of you.
I can't believe you're going forwards.
No, this is probably better. So back from the amphitheatre, we did the river crossing back to the main trail and headed on up the gorge again. At this stage we had decided that we should probably skip the rest of the side quests for the moment and get to where we wanted to go. Beautiful little spot. I can imagine a platypus being in here. Don't know what was wrong this day, but neither Nadine nor I were very good at skipping rocks in that moment. When you get to the art gallery, you're at the mark where you've done just over 5 kilometres. You've got to make a decision at that stage. Do you commit to going all the way up to Cathedral Cave? If you do that, you're going from 5 kilometres up to 9 kilometres. So you're adding an extra 4 kilometres. So it's quite a commitment to say that you'll do that. You're changing from a 10.8 kilometre return trip to a 18.4 kilometre return trip. We weren't sure what we were going to do. We made our call at that time and we decided to go all the way, but we knew that it was likely we wouldn't get to do many of the side trips on the way back. The couple we met said that they got to crossing 6 and said, oh, this is just going to keep going, and turned around.
Found a better crossing.
The main gorge trail itself isn't challenging, so to speak. It's fairly flat and good footing along the way, apart from the river crossing. And we didn't know how many crossings we would have to get to Cathedral Cave, but that was the goal, to get there. Some of the crossings had multiple river sections you had to cross at the same time. Crossing 9, we didn't get a video of the start, but a photo. And it was a 2-part one, so you get a video of the second side. 3-part one. As you can see with all these river crossings, the water looks beautiful. It's crystal clear. Number 10 doesn't look that big.
No. It could be a double one though.
Oh yeah.
Oop. Almost gave you a 4.
It was really good walking along the gorge, and when you have beautiful landscape that you're walking through, you can still always look up at the big walls on either side. And the interesting thing was that we didn't know which side the future side quests would be on. So while we're walking up to the Cathedral Cave, we're looking at each side going, oh, is it going to be on the left side or the right side? And one side would get more sun than the other. Starting to enclose in on us a bit more.
And the different colours, like from the shady side to the sunny side.
Probably had about 8 kilometres into the hike at this stage, and we start coming up against some pools which we didn't know about, and the sign saying no diving, even though this looks like an area you wouldn't want to dive in.
I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm going to be diving into there.
It looks a little shallow, doesn't it?
It looks very shallow.
But I can see why when we see all the little fishies swimming around in the pool, it looks like a lovely spot to go swimming. Oh, I saw fishies out there. Would you swim in it?
There's a big fish in there. Maybe. It's probably really slippery though.
And we had to head off again, not knowing how far we had to go. Crossing 12, I believe we were trying to say, oh, have a guess what crossing we will be at before we get to the Cathedral Cave. Ooh, bit wetter this one. I think I had said 13, which we've now passed.
There's not very close rocks.
That's the cathedral up there.
Yeah, okay.
Right here at crossing 15.
Oh, wobbly rock. I went the wrong side. Go that side.
Well done. The Cathedral Cave is one of the largest and most significant Aboriginal art sites in Carnarvon Gorge. The sandstone overhang has sheltered this gallery for thousands of years, protecting the artwork from rain and direct sun. The site contains hundreds of stencils, engravings and freehand paintings created using ochre pigments. Hand stencils are the most common motif, alongside boomerangs, tools and other markings. Wow, long way down. This is a registered cultural heritage site, significant to the Bidjari and Carnarvon peoples, the traditional owners of this land.
120 metres. That's too far.
Yeah, that's too far. We're not doing Big Bend. I don't know if this counts as a river crossing either.
Ooh, got cooler. Except the arrow's pointing that way. Is that to Big Bend?
Yeah. Well done. We did it. There was a nice group of people on the trail as we went out in the morning. We noticed after lunch it had dropped quite a lot, but there were still actually one or two people heading out on the trail after lunch. Don't know how far they would get. When we got to the Moss Garden, there was a big group of students from America, we think, coming through as part of a group coming out of the Moss Garden. More stairs.
Why are we ending the hike on stairs? What?
It's not a hike unless you have stairs, is it?
We didn't think this through at all.
So what are we going to? The Moss Gardens?
Something like
Moss Vale
that?
Gardens?
This was one you wanted to go to.
Now you can see why.
Because you're mean.
Good exercise.
We have already
Remember,
walked.
we do it because it's hard.
I thought we did it for the snacks.
The sugar and sugar fixes.
Yeah, I do it for the snacks.
What was I thinking? Protein. The
Hopefully,
carbohydrates, that's the one I was looking for.
yeah. And hopefully for the treat meal I get at the end.
Leftover Indian.
Nah,
Packet Indian.
I'm getting a burger from the
We did have the cafe as an option.
cafe.
And it should be open for us.
Better bloody be open. I'll be extremely sad if it's not open. Because when you say as an option.
Oh, nice view. You could see entering the Moss Gardens as we were getting closer. The environment became a lot more moist. The plants were bigger and greener. We came across this huge tree. It looked over a rock. I don't know how old it was. It reminded me of the sort of thing that you'd see in Lord of the Rings. That's huge. Once you get to Moss Gardens, there's a nice boardwalk in, which makes it very accessible with a beautiful little viewing area. Beautiful little spot. I think at this stage we were just as keen to get some food and refreshments in as we were to take in the beautiful scenery. If we'd done it earlier, there would have been people coming and going, but we had the place to ourselves.
Oh, look at the tree. Oh, in the back. Like,
This umbrella
right in the
type
middle,
one?
yeah. That looks really cool.
It was about 20 kilometre hike for the whole day, just over 20 kilometres. Officially it's 18.4 kilometres, and then a kilometre or two extra for the side quests we've done. We made it back fit and healthy, but tired.
20 kilometres.
Oh, we're at 20 and almost back. Forgotten about all these stairs. So it was nice to say forget about any of the food and drinks we had, and we just went to the cafe at the caravan park, got a cold beer. A day in Carnarvon Gorge. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
For what, doing 21 kilometres?
After a day in Carnarvon Gorge, we were then back on the road to head to Townsville to then go up to Hinchinbrook Island for the Thorsburn Trail.